I didn't realize you were here. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead? Even when I saw this performer. No, I didn't realize. Oh, well, even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet.
Huh? What?
Nagito is dead?
What?
What's going on here?
You serious?
What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it is Nagito. He always messes with us. He always tried to confuse us, that's why. I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Did he really deserve, like, all that? Like, damn! Nagito is dead. Deep down I believed that when the killings finally ended. Nah, he's not dead, Z. He's just sleeping. I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievable, abnormal occurrences happen all this time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. For the guy who literally didn't mind if he got killed or not, his face is actually in terror. Am I just saying that? And then what's the ones that cost 7? Huh? Oh. Or I don't really matter about that. Okay. Delusion. Oh yes, please. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that. Ding dong dong ding.
A body has now.
Yep.
Don't
We gotta
tell
figure
me.
out who killed Nagito. Holy, there's blood on the top of there. Holy. He low-key that guy. Oh, hello, Jack. Yes, he got cooked. The body discovery announcement. Then it's for real. That Nagito is really dead.
Damn
Yes,
it.
he is. It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? I've deleted that game.
That's
Killed?
right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally? And it's going to start again, huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then.
Of course.
Yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is. No matter who you guys sacrifice, you are determined to survive and leave this island, right? Time for action is now. So allow me to give you the familiar Fazkuma Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Fazkuma file in such a cool way. Shut up. I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you gonna keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey, what's
Say something. Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Bonami. You've just now noticed. Anyway, Bonami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? No fair. You're shutting up too? Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin.
this is
Huh?
just...
But I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right? Looks like you kids are way more well behaved than Bonamy. Don't mess with me. We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time. Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip? Don't worry, the end is near.
What's the
Huh?
matter?
The end? Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that fast humor timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When the timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over. If this is finally over, does that mean we can go home? Don't count your birds before their hats. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? Once again,
Monokuma file! Phew.
you guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Wait!
Alright.
I won't
Hold on.
you.
You skip this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right? Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first. Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here. Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However,
Ow! It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous case, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito, because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it wasn't just that, there was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. What is the song? Excuse me? First, we need to look at the Falskuma file. Victim is Nagito Kamaida. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Falskuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right arm. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there something wrong with this Falskuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. There's no time of death. Definitely weird. I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation's for. Don't worry, or form conclusion your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. Why does Nagito get a special investigation June? If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. I guess you are right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. What? Falskuma's dead? There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey, no response. He's dead, Jim. Yes, Karen, I ain't dead. If this is one of the life-size plushes that were being produced in the factory, if you're mistaking a plush for me, then there's something wrong with you. You are stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Falskuma's tricks? Then why do you do it? Making a hole like it gets stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying in a hole with blood? Did you try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that.
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. It's seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, Bonamy. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your friends. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Faz Kuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. I wonder how this connects to the incident. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. No, now isn't the time to think of unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. The knife, the knife. The knife is stabbed from Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they have done something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand. And then they finished him off with the spear? And does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him, stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all? That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use a spear, huh? He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonized look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over. It doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. God a minute. Sorry, excuse me. Figure moved past Kazuchi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here. Put the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face, it looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use, she's not listening. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face, there's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that? His duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. What's wrong with that? So it means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we don't need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back in his mouth already. You're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too, I should remember. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this one looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that he wound on his left arm doesn't. That wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange.
See?
Strange what? Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it's definitely cut off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Oh, hello, Ari. You're here as well. Wow, that's a surprise. Bam, 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 bam. I did not want to do that. There's something else that's strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You are right. Why is it only this part on this part? See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Both of Naga's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Fast Kuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs. Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him.
Huh?
Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Was it something that would... I already said that. Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound. Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it? I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that. By the way, I just wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw that in Nizumi Castle. What? Nizumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice. Damn you all to hell. Why does Nagito get special investigation music? I know I've asked this like 3 times, but why does this dude get special investigation music? Is it because it's Nagito? Is that why? I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye. This investigation has a different tune than the rest of them did. So, he got a special tune. It looks like that's part of, has blood on it too. But, for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human... Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from the Izumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Did Chiaki rat herself out? I think she just did. It's okay. Well, it's okay, Chiaki. Did I not scan everything? Oh wait, hold up. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Burned rope. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as this? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. I want to scan that, okay, fine, I'm fine, I just won't. I'm still looking for one more Faz Kuma. I don't know where it could be, but you know, I gotta talk to you. It matters for Gundam's killing and for Mikans, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Faz Kuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. And that means Nagato died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently. He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You are right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an ally for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died, the killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Oh, oh dear! Oh. Wow. You shouldn't have said that. You really shouldn't have said that, Celestia. One of my moderators loved Nagito. That's insane. Nah, did you actually mute them? I was gonna say.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we always play up to search for the bombs. Yeah, if you didn't know, Celestia, my moderator Ari, her favorite, well, one of her favorite Danganronpa characters are Nagito, so I'd refrain from saying anything. That's the problem.
Like,
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Faz Kuma time reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh?
that's
What's gonna
obviously
happen?
wrong.
This school... This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean
Well,
you don't
yeah.
think that'll happen? Wow, you know what? Wow, that's... You know what? Fair enough. I don't know who I would want in 2 times 2. Obviously, yeah, sure, it does have it's going to have different kills in it if you go a certain path, but I don't know, like, how I would want it to go. Faz Kuma might be planning to make us do something, but I do think you can't kill, Shiiki's going to get slimed either way, unfortunately.
Hey,
Because I think I believe in something that's going to be revealed soon, but anyways, what do you mean
Shut up!
something?
Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? I don't know. But this is Faz Kuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smooth with a countdown. Anyway. Like you said before, if you screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. Well, think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Yeah, there's blood on the ceiling.
Well,
You can see her girder right next to it, right there. Can you see that red streak? No. You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder. Is that blood? Hold on. Blood? Yes, it is blood. Of course it's blood. It's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. One of us killed Nagato in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. That's a bit insane. Looks like a bunch of plastic balls. Yes. Where's a lighter? It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here.
just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone
Bring
probably
it
wanted to
on.
keep warm. It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... oil lighter has been added. Okay. I guess it's time to investigate in the area behind the curtain. The killer goal wasn't just killing Nagato. There should be another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to trouble tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating other areas inside the warehouse first. Yeah, okay. I never looked at the books. I never actually looked at this. Alright. Wow, an MP3 player. Wow, it's going back. Why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music was playing from here. You know, that music that was playing when the fire started. There you go. How is the MP3 player still intact? What? What are the thoughts of them getting drenched by sprinklers? There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from the MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this?
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Think about the countdown after we lived for the class trial, okay? Well, even though I did say I was gonna friggin' kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire. But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades. I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Fast come out. No. Fast come out. I'm sorry. This time, no. Dude, calm down.
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. That would probably be for the best. Looks like Sonya's focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Naga's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonya, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Naikido set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? Yeah, that she was, it's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to this factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during the time?
It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I'm not the killer. Jesus, whoa. How? Whoa.
I am sorry.
Sonia. Yeah, but foul language coming from you. I'm terribly sorry, I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there, At first I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them? And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were gathered, I can't speak today. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered. And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What? I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. And it was just a firework. And
That plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
if those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, this dude really did that. That bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated, but the problem is his reason for doing it. Which, with this, I have explained everything. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. But it looks like the time doesn't matter this time. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file that the estimated time of death is noon sharp. But we all split up before noon to search for the bombs, which means no one has an alibi. That's the problem. Oh. There are a lot of tipped over Fazakuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scared of this? The last time I came here, I remember they were just like... not really any. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess, huh? Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is when Akane burst the door open.
Well,
Could it be? Was that it? And there's something else I've been wondering.
hey.
These Fazakuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be laying on top of each other in a straight line. Compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange, that means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet. You look worried. Yeah, I am. At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? You're right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonya mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spirit originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey guys, isn't it about time? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go to investigate the other places. no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Well, let's go into the plushie factory then. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed, or yes, they were fireworks. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Oh jeez, you just scared me. The life-size fast scuba plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. Well, what do you have to say?
My.
I've never seen so many fast kumas in my life. Well, fast kuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. While I was staring at all these fast kumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here, huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a fast kuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that. A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside it, wouldn't it explode if the chaos and mess with it? Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell? What does that mean?
Enough already.
Stop, there's no bomb. You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft wave of cotton. You are right.
However...
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bomb... You're
Please
all
wait.
fake. I know that already, you should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if it kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was going to happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Ew, I'm just relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try
That
it.
is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault, don't worry about it. No, I fear I haven't. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but I keep pressing B, I didn't mean to. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. You got any more interesting things to say, Sonia? No, well, I'm done here, I think. The other places we've got to check is... Oh, Nezumi Castle. Oh, and the military base. Hey, Kazuichi, what do you got to say?
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Found it! What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't it the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. When I've tried looking for the truck bed, it's empty, nothing's here.
However...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know that bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. Never mind, he said as much in this video message. So, will you smash? Shut up. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Well, I did my research here, I think. There's nothing else. The last place to search for is... Why you? Oh, you're. I know why you're. I know why you're actually. I know why you're there, cause. Yeah. Might be a good place to check, actually. Yeah, one of the spears are missing. A spear with a flash ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looked exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end.
Also,
It looks like one of the spears in the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spears of Gungnir, huh? Fast Screamer would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear,
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary core thing on it would be easy to use. It definitely looks hard to wield, but still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. Oh yeah, we gotta look there as well. I didn't really forget about that. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some clue. Alright, let's go.
I get it.
Any more interesting thing you guys say? No, okay. Well, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. first island. Nagato's cottage is right next to ours. It has only taken me this long to realize that the cottages were split, like one half's the boys and one half's the girls. It really did take me this long to realize that. Do you want to explain yourselves?
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside
What are you
Nagato's
gonna
room
do?
too? I was just listening to Yuki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagato's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do
Boys,
that.
tough crowd.
And do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door. Guys, I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Yeah then.
Bye-bye.
I'll go in Nagato's room. Oh, that's Bonami's box. So Nagato was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wait, wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. I know it's something. I see the final phase, Kuma. A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be Bonami's treasure?
Perhaps.
What's that treasure box? Cheeky, you know about this? It's really cute. She was just reacting. This looks like Bonami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Bonami was talking about was Nagito. Why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside. Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Bonami in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure and cautiously opened the lid. Is that a Bonami trading card? Why doesn't a Danganronpa trading card game exist? Why? Why does it not? Because I would be addicted. I would be so addicted. I would literally open so many. This is it? Oh, it's a notebook. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contains sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Why is Chiaki's drawing look so much like Kyoko? That's hilarious. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Faz Kuma showed up and turned everything bad. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happen to this so everyone's tired. Is this a diary? Looks like it. Did Bonami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. Right, when I was able to give up, my hands had stopped on an entry titled, "We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him."
Hey.
Huh? Did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Bonami suddenly appeared in...
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. That was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you're a little too late. This notebook is here. Then Nagito was the thief? Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student. That notebook is pretty much a diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey,
You're a liar! You always show up out of nowhere.
you!
Barney, it's not good to lie, you know. Right? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Barnaby can't even write. Huh? You say, geez, I can write letters easily. I can find out what the letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way, too.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed Wiki and Q? So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Fashkuma said true? You said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's how should I put it? Excuse me. Hold on, damn it, she totally ran away again. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time trying to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her.
No.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagato probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? I had a talk with Chiaki. I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder. Really? Well, okay. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, it looks like poison. Poison? Look, it looks like there's a warning label in the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Fazkuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagato get something like this? That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too.
See?
Apply to the bomb? There should be a reason Nagato was able to obtain such dangerous items. Octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right? He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me. Also, He already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about his poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the ball is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning, or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? The
Perhaps.
trap? For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using the poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff. Let's just leave it for later. Okay.
Hey.
Maybe there's something hiding under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Well, yeah. You just kidding. Oh, we should still check just in case. If no exceptions are worth it, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves? He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for?
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed and started looking where I found and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum. A round thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash? Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. I have a theory on who I think killed Nagito. If I think about it properly, in the order of how Danganronpa goes, they might try and portray that Nagito, but no, because it would be too weird for Nagito to kill himself. But because I have, unfortunately, been spoiled by a murder that happened way before I progressed through this game, like I'm talking before I did the second trial, I unfortunately was spoiled of something that happens in this game, and which only leads to me believing that Chiaki killed Nagito, and that she's also the traitor. My investigation theories? Either Nagito was planning on potentially killing someone with the poison, or he was potentially going to try and... I don't even know. He's going to try and potentially kill someone with the poison? I don't even know. Our time for is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time. Window?
Well,
They say, a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart, do you know? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really... Now that I think about it, I think Nagito possibly would have used the poison to get rid of the files, as in like the future Foundation files, that pretty much give information about the previous, like everything that happened before. Just because it's Nagito. Like the when they were talking about Byakuya in the fall, I think he's possibly used the poison to dissolve it. That's my theory though. It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it though. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It'd be better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know. There might be private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So I'll leave the shelf stuff to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examined each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Never mind. Okay, sure. He was probably planning to dissolve it. Huh? Oh wait, we actually get to look in this book now. Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from... Oh, do we actually... Can we please look in it? Because I love the references it made. Nagito said this only contained information about being bought. Is that really true? He said it was from the reserve department. It had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file ahead and had to confirm that. Instantly I realized something was strange. If this really has only on my information, then why is a file so fit? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me just as I thought. Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others: Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonya. And everyone who died had pages and information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information. My ass, I can't believe he'd make it such a huge lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading for the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye: the words reserve corps student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve corps student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Did something happen? No, I just found a strange file. Huh? Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? It's just basic information, but there should be profiles. There should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at the file? Leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it. Huh?
Hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togama. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope Peak Academy, right? Oh my god, I love this. This is my favorite picture in this whole entire game. Not just because of Togami, just because of all the man. Just memories of playing through Trigger Happy Havoc. Holy crap. And look at my girl in the bottom left. Okay. She's so good. Oh, just look at that. Of course, it's covering the photo of them actually leaving the place, but hey, you know, don't. For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, Payton says, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life is totally wrong. There's a complete different reason.
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put it? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason, which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? File. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirmed the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Ari, I think I was right about I was talking to one of my moderators like through the times I wasn't able to play this game, and I was kind of like thinking about things about this game and theorizing. I said to her that I thought that the Byakuya in this game could be like an imposter. So instead of being like the affluent progeny, he'd be like the ultimate imposter or something along the lines of that. And I think it's just been confirmed. On that page, I was able to confirm one thing: ultimate imposter. That's Byakuya's true identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultra affluent prodigy of Byakuya Togami. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Sure, surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he don't exist. Basically, he doesn't exist. He's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami. Is that why he was so much bigger compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so cool.
Ow. His his physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. And he was lying to us the whole time. But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
Anyway.
What the hell? I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that had nothing to do with. So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me that at the time? Based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Bonamy or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that? Obviously, you wouldn't know. How made that file so you guys couldn't find that? It's just as I thought. You're the one who did it. The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and then included it in there. It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right? Then, we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Driven with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on
Are
something
you
that isn't a
sure
clue.
about this?
Is that a wise decision? Time's up, you know?
Bye-bye.
Time's up. Wait. Excuse me for a moment. It's class trial time. That chime just now.
What is most will person? I mean that so we will be
The last class trial? Yeah, right. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said the last class trial.
Yep.
This ain't the last one. This is Danganronpa. There's at least 2 more. Fazkuma seemed anxious about the Fazkuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. He said something about the killing schools ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the
Still.
last one. But I can't imagine that it's the real end, huh? I think Fazkuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Fazkuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Give me a second. I just need to find... sorry, just... Cause I don't want this trial to be like
Well,
3-4 hours long. But still, if it is the final if it really is the final trial, it's gonna be like 3 or 4 hours long. Still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You are right. Anyways, let's go and do the trial. Let's go do it. It's time for us, ladies and gentlemen, to be going on to the 5th trial. Who killed Nagito Komaeda? Hey guys, I don't really care what you all have to say. I want to get this trial started. I want to get it done and over. I want to see what the trial room looks like. Oh, let's do this.